Well, hey everybody, welcome to the Chronicles of Fat Cat. I'm a hotshot owner operator, and I know that many of you, if you've stumbled across this video, may be interested in doing some hotshotting as well. Now, one of the problems I found when I was looking at getting into the business is the information out there was very diverse. There was a lot of different people that identified themselves as hotshotters, and they really didn't meet the criteria as to what I thought a hotshotter was. For example, a lot of them would be running around with a pickup truck doing local deliveries. To me, that's not a hotshotter. To me, that is a local courier service. Some of them, they only delivered within a couple hundred miles of their home location, so they were at home every night, sleeping in their own beds. To me, still probably not hotshotting. Whereas with me, the equipment that I use is a 1-ton truck and a 40-foot gooseneck trailer, which that's kind of what I thought of whenever I originally looked at getting into hotshotting. So through my videos, I'm going to address some concerns and some issues that have popped up, because one thing that I knew back then is that I didn't know. And if you don't know, you're much further ahead than someone who thinks they do know. So through these videos, like I said, we're going to address certain issues and certain things that may pop up. We'll talk about types of license that you have to have, certain endorsements. We're going to address the equipment that you have, whether it's a 1-ton truck or something else. What types of trailers and what types of trailers are preferred. So I'm going to try to be as brief as possible, put you on the right track. Everything that I share with you has been a personal experience. And I want you to know that when you look at getting into hotshotting, it is a very fast and super steep learning curve. One bad decision will put you out of business. Problem is a lot of people don't realize that bad decision they made 2.5 months ago is exactly why they're broke today. And you don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. We'll cover everything from owner-operators, the people you deal with, the types of people, the loads you're looking at, what types of loads, and things of that nature. So, like I said, that's just kind of a brief overview. And one of the things that I want to talk to you about today, first and foremost, is your mental disposition. Do you have the proper mental disposition to be in the hotshotting industry? Okay, what I mean is, when you're hotshotting, your loads aren't stacked up like cordwood. In other words, you don't have one right after the other after the other. Whereas, say for example, people who drive for a company in a big truck, they usually have loads ready to go for them. Whereas in hotshotting, more than likely you're either going to be dispatched or you're going to be booking your own loads, one of the two. Or in my case, sometimes I do both, and there's a reason for that. Ignore. So anyhow, sorry, I had a call come in, but you're either going to be dispatching or you're going to be booking your own loads, and in my case, I do both. I do have a reason for that, and I will let you know what those are in an upcoming video, and how both can really be useful for your pocketbook as well as your mental sanity. In order to have the proper mental disposition, you got to be honest with yourself. Okay, and it's hard to do. I mean, your lies are the easiest ones to believe because you're telling yourself them, right? If you are a weak-natured person who gets nervous easily, if you're a nervous sort of person, if you just can't take the stress and the strain, yeah, this isn't the business for you. This is not the business for you, because we run on a daily basis knowing that we don't know. We don't know where our next load's coming from. We don't know what it's going to be, and we don't know where it's going. So you're in the I don't know about 99% of the time. Okay, what you do know is you have product on your trailer and you're moving it from point A to B. Anything outside of that, is anybody's game. You can plan on being at a certain location at a certain day and time, And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. The majority of the time, you better have it there on time. But mechanicals do happen. They'll put you behind schedule, and people can understand that. So if you can't take a lot of stress, if you can't take the not knowing, if you're the kind of person that has to be coddled and you need your feathers stroked on a regular basis, you probably need to be working for someone else. Self-employment is not going to be your cup of tea, because as an owner-operator, you are self-employed. You create the bread and you put the butter on it. It's exactly the way this works. You're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to, number one, do your job. Number two, you're going to have to realize that time is a luxury you don't have no more. Here's what I mean. If you work for someone else, you can sleep to a certain time and you get up at a certain time and you hit the road at a certain time. Okay? You go home at a certain time. You kind of have a schedule, right? Not in this business. In this business, you can plan to be home on Friday and you may not get there till Monday or Tuesday. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. So you got to be honest. Can you handle that? Can you handle the financial responsibility that it's going to take for you to get loads from point A to B? I know that on a daily basis, I'm spending about $200 in fuel every day that truck is out there running. So you've got to be financially capable. You've got to be able to absorb the impact. Say you're buying $200 worth of fuel every day, all day long, you're out 3 or 4 weeks at a time. Well, that racks up pretty quick. Now, if you have a couple blowouts, well, you know, each one of those tires with a service call is about $300 a pop. So, quite literally. So, you're looking at $600 just for a roadside call to swap out a couple tires. Yep, it can start to add up really, really quickly. So, just wanted to give you an introduction, let you know that these are things I've learned the hard way. And if you can learn from them and have a better life out there on the road, because that's where your life is going to be, is out on the road. It is not going to be at home. Your life is not going to be sitting behind a television screen. You won't know what the latest TV shows are, and you really won't care. What you're going to care about is what your bank account tells you at the end of the week. Okay? That's going to be one of your main goals. Strategy when you approach certain items, like getting your permits, because you're going to haul some permitted loads, or you better be, or you're going broke. Okay? There's certain strategies that you're going to need to know, and then that you're going to need to try to apply as you go. Like I said before, everything that I'm going to tell you is what I've learned the hard way. This is a really, really super fast, super steep learning curve. You will not get a second chance to screw this up, because one good screw up and you are done. You're out of business. So anyhow, that's my first little video here. We're going to hop off into some certain subjects that I think is important that you need to look at on the front end. And like I said, you need to know that you've got to have the right mental disposition. You got to be strong-willed, and you got to be smart. You can't be a steering wheel holder no more. That doesn't happen. If that's what you want to do, if you want people to book your loads for you, people to run you here and there, run you there, yeah, you're not going to make a whole lot of money. You're just not going to be. It's not going to be financially rewarding for you. Some of you probably have had that lifestyle, and you're like, you know, this sucks. Well, it does suck. And unfortunately, usually when you're in that position, it's really difficult to get out of it, because you don't make enough money to really make that financial leap. So you've got to come up with some other backing or some other plan. And now it can be done if you approach it properly. But before you look at equipment, before you look at the trucks, before you look at trailers, you know, the main thing is be honest with yourself. I mean, can you handle not knowing 99% of the time? I mean, can you? That's very relevant. This is a very high stress industry. because you have all these things piling up on top of you. It is up to you to make sure that they get done. Nobody else. So be honest with yourself. You know, have that conversation with yourself. You're not going to want to. Have that conversation with yourself. Can you? You know, do you have what it takes to be mentally tough enough to realize that things don't always go according to plan, and you spend a lot of time not really knowing? I mean, it's just the way it is. So, anyhow, I'll see you in an upcoming video. Enjoy this one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.